Thank you very much. And now it's time for Smart Money with our friend and Fox 40 financial analyst, Keith Springer. Good morning, Keith. Boy, we took a little dive yesterday on the market. We're down like, what, 600 points since the election. These people just nervous about the fiscal cliff coming up? Is that what it is?
Fiscal cliff is huge. Everybody's wondering if Congress can put aside their differences and really forget about being a Democrat or a Republican and be an American and do what's right for us.
Keith, I know we're not. I've been told again and again, you can't time the market, and you're not smart enough to get in and get out. Tell me why I didn't right after the election, assuming I had money in the market, take it all out, knowing people were going to be nervous, and as soon as I hear they've reached an agreement, jump back in. Why didn't I do that?
Well, you never want to time it because you don't know when it's going to happen. A lot of money managers and hedge fund managers were convinced that Romney was going to win. And had he won, you probably would have seen a spike up in the market. So they somehow had convinced themselves to win. They were tremendously disappointed when Obama won. That's why you saw a lot of the sell-off. It wasn't so much the fiscal cliff right away after the election. It was the fact that many people thought Romney would win, and had you tried to time it and you were out and Romney won, it might have been up 600 points.
All right, that's why I didn't do it.
Because we wouldn't have the tax hikes.
Okay.
Real quick, Keith, here, if the Hostess employees continue striking today, what is next on the horizon for them?
Well, that's one that's close to my heart, Bethany, because cupcakes, we all grew up with cupcakes and Twinkies. They basically said, look, they can't afford a strike. 1 or 2 days, I think they gave it to the end of today or tomorrow. And if they're going to continue to strike, they're just going to liquidate the company. So I saw that one, and I just wanted to cry because I remember being, a little tiny kid eating those Hostess cupcakes.
Can't imagine those going.
Well, and I mean, that's a unique strategy. I mean, you don't often hear employers say, you strike, we're just going to make the company's just going to vanish. That's unique, yeah. Is it not?
It started to become more and more. We saw the sort of the loss of the power of labor unions a few years ago, and companies are starting to say, look, the cost of and the expense of a strike just isn't worth it anymore, and so workers are going to have to start giving back. This is kind of a new era. In a time of austerity, workers have got to start giving back to the companies, or there's not going to be any place to work.
Wow.
Next hour, we're going to talk to you about our credit rating here in this country, which may be in trouble again, and more. Thanks, Keith.
A lot going on today.
Always appreciate you. If you have any questions for Keith Springer, you can send them in to money@fox40.com. Just call them up during the day. Pick up the phone, 916-925-8900. All right, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I saw